What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to tell if a girl likes you over text and the 4 signs you can look for to gauge her level of attraction. Alright, so what are these magical signs that you can look for to gauge a girl's level of attraction? First on the list is simply compliments. So if a girl's giving you a lot of compliments, chances are she likes you. The only exception is if she's fucking with you. So if she's saying things like, oh yeah, aren't you cool, right? If she's trolling you, then no, not so much. But if she's giving you genuine compliments, then she is into you, especially if she's swooning over you. If she's giving you multiple compliments in a row, using these emojis with a tongue out, that's a really good sign. Number 2 on the list is going to be if the girl is double texting you or triple texting you, right? So basically this means that the girl sent you a message and then she's sitting on her phone. She's like, fuck, why doesn't he text me back? Why doesn't he text me back? Oh shit, I better double text him, right? It means that you're heavily on her mind and to the point where she can't control herself, right? And then she's double, triple texting you. So that's also a really good sign. Number 3 on the list is if the girl is heavily investing and or qualifying herself. So heavily investing means she's writing you essays, and qualifying herself means is that, like, for example, if you say, yeah, you know, I like it when a girl is a good cook. She's like, oh yeah, I'm a great chef. I cooked this the other day. I cooked that the other day. Now, usually it won't be quite that obvious, although sometimes it can be, but even a much less obvious version of that is a very good sign. So anytime the girl's qualifying herself to you, it means because she wants you. She wants to sell herself to you, and that is a very good sign. As a side note, as a guy, even if you really want the girl, you should never be doing that, right? Because that's simply poor game. Because we want what we can't have. We don't want something that's being actively sold to us. So that's just an interesting side note. And 4 on the list is going to be when the girl's baiting you to sexualize. So what does this mean? This means when a girl sends you a text that opens the door for you to easily go sexual. Now, with this one, there's a caveat. 1 through 3, if you're getting one of these signs, then you're good. That means the girl likes you. With this one, it's not guaranteed. It could be that she's a time waster and she's just trying to, sex a little bit. Maybe she wants to get off before she goes back to watching Gilmore Girls. But as long as she's not being a time waster, as long as some of the other things I mentioned in other videos are being followed, right, and she's actively interested in you, she's being you to sexualize, it means that she likes you as well. Next, let's take a look at a few examples and see how this plays out in real life. So this is an easy one. So this is Bumble. The girl opens the guide, which she has to on the app. Hi again. If it isn't my long lost match causing any new trouble. So he kind of combines 2 things in one. She says, hi, Tinder was gross. I want to give this a try. How are the boys treating you on here? They're nice, I guess, but there's none my type. And then she says, you're my type, tall, shaved, facial hair, tan, with 3 emojis with a tongue out. So she's giving him a very heavy compliment, and she's also swooning over him. So this is definitely a genuine compliment, unless she's like a midget, in which case she's trolling him. But she would have to be pretty cruel to do that. So he says, it must be fate that we matched again. You saw my number. You're the one that wanted me to come over with my pepper spray, right? Question mark, LOL. So I don't know what happened. But here is, you can see a clear example of a girl giving a guy a genuine compliment. It means that she is into him. Let's take a look at another example. So here we have the guy opens her, hey, it's blank from the thing. Yeah, I hate saying it too, lol. What are you up to? Just finished a big workout so I can look nice and fit for our date. You. And she says, well, that makes one of us, lol. I just grabbed dinner and a glass of wine while I finished up some work. Now I'm watching another glass and having another glass and watching Workaholics. So she has a good choice in TV shows because I love that show. He says, making my world famous pasta shirtless right now. And then watch what she does. She says, dang, sounds good to me. And then she waits 4 minutes and she double/triple texts him and says, you should send me pics of the pasta, of course. So that means for those 4 minutes, she was waiting around her phone, like, why won't he text me? Why won't he text me? Which, as a side note, there's actually an advantage to not texting the girl right away, right? You can, space it out, like, don't wait for hours, but you can make her wait 10, 20 minutes and see if she triple texts you if she chases. And in this case, she does, which means that she's into him. So this is a good example of the girl, A, investing, and B, chasing the guy. And let's take a look at one last example. So this was one of mine. So we moved over to text, and she's from Jersey too. Oh, same area code's double trouble. Russian boy from Bergen County is my guest. Real name Alexi. And she's investing a good amount in the conversation. You know me so well, but no, I'm not Alexi. Law darn. Maybe I'll seductively whispered in your ear on our date. I just moved to Miami. How long have you been here? Going on 4 years now. What made you move? I moved to Denver for like 5 years because of the cannabis industry. Finally got to a point where I could manage my small business. So none of this matters. But look, And then she says, so on the topic of BDSM, even though we weren't talking about it like at all recently, it was just like on Tinder. On topic of BDSM, I want to learn shibari. Do you know if Miami has any classes of rope clubs? So you may seem like, oh, but she's just asking you logical information. Yeah, I mean, she could fucking look on Google. This is her baiting me to sexualize, and it's not extremely obvious, but to, you know, someone who knows game, it's pretty obvious. So here I say, cool, lived in life for a while too. Well, I do know one class. It's at Casa del Alex. The teacher requires that you wear a sexy schoolgirl outfit, though. That can be arranged, just so you know I'm a brat, and you can see how very easily we move the conversation to a more sexual direction. So she's clearly trying to bait me to sexualize, and I was able to pick up on it, and bam, well, this goes into sexual direction. And again, this is also a sign that she's into me. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable, and the big takeaway here is that there's some clear-cut things that girls do when they like you, and it's important to be able to recognize them. Now, if you're not getting any of these 4 signs, doesn't mean you have to give up, doesn't mean you have to move on. No, you can still keep trying. Sometimes you can turn conversations around. But if you are getting these signs, it's good to be able to recognize them and realize that, you know, the battle is basically half won at that point. If you guys are enjoying the content on this channel, show us some love by smashing the subscribe button. Once we hit 75,000 subscribers, we're going to release a never-before-seen infield rejection compilation of me, which is going to be very entertaining. So seriously, just smash that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.